So the heat on my wife's car is not working exactly, so I told her I was gonna fix it today, but we're doing more than just that. Instead of just fixing her heat, we're actually giving her a okay, so we can't give her a brand new car, I'm broke, but we are gonna give her some upgrades. So there's a lot of things she complains about her car all the time, one of them being no Apple CarPlay, the ground gets super dirty, the lights aren't bright enough on the inside, even her headlights aren't really doing that great. So we're gonna change out some of those things, and her car is a mess, so we're gonna give her a complete detail, and we're gonna fix the heat. It's nothing crazy, but just something to say thank you and to hopefully excite her. She drove my car to work today and was pretty excited about that. So I'm hoping that once she sees these upgrades, then she'll be excited to drive her car every day as well. So let's do it. There's a guy going completely crazy with a chainsaw over there. So I'm not really sure how much you're going to be able to hear during this whole process, but yeah, we're gonna do our best anyway. So first things first, I actually wanna try to fix the heat. I don't wanna change all the things that I wanna change and not fix her actual problem. So we're gonna do the heat first. If that goes well, then we'll go to the Apple CarPlay, and then we'll change out the lights, then we'll do the full detail, and then we'll put in the floor mats, get a little before and after, and then see her reaction. So let's do it. Whew. If you only ever buy one socket, make sure it's a 10 mil board. Make sure. Quick tip, if you're ever doing anything on a car, take photos because it's so easy to forget what you did when you did it, and you'll always have a missing screw at the end. That took so much longer than it should have. I can see the screw that I'm trying to get, I just don't think I can reach it. I've been trying to get to this specific screw for like almost an hour, and I just can't get it without having to take out all the like pedals and stuff. I do not want to do that. So I'm just gonna go to a parts store, and hopefully they can give me like either like a really small wrench or something to where like I can slide that in there, because I give up. If I can't find it, I give up. $25. We're gonna try this thing out now before we go back home. I'm not confident that it's actually gonna work, so we're gonna try it out now and see. I'm literally praying. This tiny thing was $25. I'm too poor to be a mechanic, man. So I didn't take it all the way out, but it does reach down there, so we're good to go. We're gonna drive back home and hopefully finish taking this thing out. Also, I would just like to say that I don't condone anything that I'm doing in the way that I'm doing it. For example, driving around like this and this stuff on the ground. Don't do that. Do not do that. I'm on the way back home now, and we kind of have a dilemma. So I went to Nissan last week to get this part that we need. It's called a motor actuator, and they gave me a part that didn't match number-wise, but the lady was like adamant. She was like, it's the same part, I promise. You don't go off the part. Or she was like, you don't go off the number off the part, you go off the part number in the database. And that whole time I was just kind of like, lady, it says something different, you know? Like I don't know what to say, but it's like, it doesn't look like the same part in the sense of like the colors are different, all this stuff. And she swore up and down it's the same thing. So I'm just hoping that once we actually get to where we can put the part in, that it's actually the right part. Because at this point, I just don't know. I don't know if it's gonna work. And I mentioned this because the nearest parts store or the nearest like Nissan dealership is literally like 20 minutes away. So if I park this back to where we were and then I try to put this part back in and it's not the right one, I'm literally going to have to put the car back together and then drive 20 minutes away, come back, and then try it all again. So I'm just, yeah, I really hope it's the right one. So after all that fighting last week with the lady at the shop, I was right. This is the part that we just took out, and this is the part that they gave me. Not only do the labels not match, duh, but also there's a difference. If you look on the back, look at the size difference between those two things. Like this will fit in where we're looking at. This won't even go close. It's just frustrating. The lady like literally was like fighting me over this. I was like, why is it yellow? And she was like, it doesn't matter. I was like, but it's not the same. This one says type A and it's white, but yours says type B and it's yellow. And we just went back and forth over and over again. You don't want to be a Karen when you're in a store with somebody because obviously they have their job they're doing, but it's like, it's things like this where I think if this happens 20 more times, by the time I'm like 30, I'm just gonna be like, no, bro, I know me. You know, like I want to like be very animated and do that. I'm gonna drive back to Nissan and hopefully they have the right part. So far, this experience has been a 0 out of 10, but I think it's honestly kind of good life lesson stuff in there because I'm doing something for my wife. So it doesn't really matter if I'm having fun doing it. Like, I should want to do it regardless. And getting close to that line, but I'm trying to keep that mentality. But then also it's just that I think it's showing me that it's important and it's okay to stand your ground even if you feel like you're being rude or mean or something. Okay, maybe not rude or mean, but like it was okay for me to like hold my ground with the lady at the shop and just be like, no, like I think I'm right. And even though you're 100% guaranteeing me that it's the same thing, like I think I want to look for another part. So I think if nothing else, it's just showing me that I can stand for myself, and if somebody is offended by me, like, you know, standing 10 toes down, then like maybe that's okay. Hi, I was in here last week to get this part, but it's not the right one. This is the one that I got.
That goes in that box, yeah.
Correct. Okay. And it says it's the right one on this, but it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, so I need this one.
This one, okay, that's fine. I can take a look at this one.
Okay. All right, cool. So seems like we got it sorted out. Yeah, I mean, it sucks, extra drive, extra whatever, but no need to be like a jerk, you know, just get the right part, rights or wrongs, they apologize, we're good to go. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good, it happens. You have a good day. So I'm not really trying to drive all the way back to the house to do this. So I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm just gonna like go find the parking lot that's empty. It doesn't look like there's anyone there. And we'll do the rest of the video right there. All right, so we got the new part and it matches perfectly. So we're gonna be chilling. It's gonna go in and I'm excited. I got some super glue because I feel like we're gonna need it whenever we're trying to put it back into the actual actuator. I think it's gonna be moving around, so it'll be good to put that in place. And then I got some dust for this crusty car. Okay, so we got the part in. Now it's just a matter of testing it out to see if it actually works. So I'm kind of nervous. Car is on. First, let's try the AC. Okay, so the AC is working, so that's good. Now let's turn it to heat. Let's go, heat's working too. All right, cool. So we have AC and we have heat. We're gonna turn that back down and turn that off. Because it looks All right, the radio is out. We got the climate control right here, and the actual radio right there. So I think that's honestly probably the hardest part, is getting that stuff out. So now it's just putting the new ones in and getting to go. Oh my gosh. That is a thick, thick screen. This thing looks so good. Like it is. Look at how much bigger this screen is, right? This is the new one. And this is the smaller one. Look at that. This entire thing is the size of this screen. She's gonna love this. She's absolutely going to love this. I feel like I didn't plug in very many things, but I think that honestly might be it. So we're gonna turn the car on and see if it works. Sweet. So one issue we're having though is it's not connected to the steering wheel input. So we're gonna have to figure out which one that's for. Okay, so everything was working and then I spilled super glued my fingers together on accident. Everything stopped working, now the radio won't turn on, and I ruined my favorite pair of pants with the super glue. It's a great way to start the week. I don't know what's going on with the radio. I'm just gonna unplug everything and plug it back in, and hopefully that fixes it, but it literally was working fine. Just wanted to see what was going on with the steering wheel, and now it's just not working. I didn't do anything. I didn't unplug anything. I literally just checked to see what was plugged in, and then it stopped. So I don't know. Yeah, nothing's working. This is what it looks like right now. Throw up of wires. I really don't know what's going on. It was working just fine, and then now all of a sudden it just it doesn't want to turn on. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna just plug everything back in. If it turns on, cool. If not, I'm just gonna put it back in the car. At least get the like floorboards and stuff all set back to where like the car is working, it's drivable. And I guess I'll just try to figure out the radio like after all that. Yeah, this is like the worst surprise ever. So this was supposed to be your face, all surprised and happy.
Oh my gosh! You shouldn't have.
Literally nothing worked. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. Yesterday was a failure, big failure, 0 out of 10. So I have to go back in and try to figure out all the stuff that I broke. Sorry, Nia. I put in the head unit and it's actually working. The only thing that's not working is the controls on the steering wheel. It's not working. And then when I left, the heat stopped working. Like it was literally working fine. So I don't know what's going on with that, but the car's a mess. So what I'm thinking is I'm just going to take all the stuff out first, make sure we clean it up a little bit. And then after that, I'm gonna go back in and try to fix the heat thing. At this point, I'm thinking Jesus just doesn't want me to do this because why is it raining right now? Nia, when you watch this, I just want you to know that your car is disgusting and I am appalled. Appalled. I want you guys to see how much dust is on this thing. I'm gonna shake it off right here. Look at this. How does that even, Oh yeah, there's a lot of brands out there, but Husky, 100%, 10 out of 10, easily the best. All right, so the inside is clean and everything is put in, the floorboards and stuff. Everything looks really, really freaking good. Ooh, I might have gone a little too high up here. Lord have mercy. All right, I'm at Rogers Stereo. I'm going to just ask if they have any advice for the controls for the steering wheel not working. I just had a question. And is that like something you think like I did on my own, or you think it'd be like something I should probably like bring in? $85. I'm not buying it. I don't think I need this part, so I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna do some more research and see if I can figure out how to do this without this part. Because every video I've seen has put this in just from what's in the box, no issues. Bye. Love you too.
What's this really nice?
Thanks.
Oh, we're being recorded?
No, a little bit. I'm just happy it's fixed.
I'm happy you fixed it.
I kind of fixed it.
Okay.
Okay, so we fixed pretty much everything on the car except the heat isn't fully functional, right? So the heat is coming out on both sides, but on the driver's side, it's not nearly as bright or nearly as hard as it should be. But literally just now before she pulled up, I figured out what was wrong with the radio. So we're chilling that way, and sheesh, bro, it's been a journey, but we got it fixed. Everything is good, everything is Gucci. I'm super excited about that. I'm finally back in my car, as I should be. Excited to be back in this thing. Miss you, baby. I missed you. Hope you guys liked the video. I know it was all over the place, but show me some love if you did. Like and comment if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.